Hey Leo, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Leo from the 18th through the 24th. I am going to discuss the astral with you whilst I create the separate end of the reading piles for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. Okay, and then we're going to use our Sacred Geometry deck, as we always do. That's not your card, I'm just showing you the deck. This week we're going to once again use the Psychic Tarot deck, and we're once again going to use the In-Between Tarot in order to pull out any additional detail. If I need to use any further clarifications, I will use the White Sage Tarot deck. We have a numerology card that's going to come out. We have a dragon representation that's going to come out. We also have Keepers of the Light. As far as the reading is concerned, for the additional ending messages, I'm using the Earth Magic, I am using the Angel Prayer, and I'm using the Black Moon Astrology for the Sun, Moon, and Rising. So let's go ahead and talk about it. The 18th, we have some sexiness showing up for everybody. We have Mercury coming out of retrograde and Jupiter coming out of retrograde. The reminder for you is that the retrograde period does have usually a shadow. We'll start with the transition on the 22nd, which is when we get into Scorpio season. So happy birthday to any last Libras and early Scorpios. This is your week, okay? So it was just a reminder on that one to ensure that you have, 1 and 2, thank you, to make sure that you have pulled out your list of requirements, wants, wishes, any projects or things like that that you have wanted to start, but you were waiting until retrograde was more direct. This is the week to start taking a look at it, review it, start dusting it off, and actually starting to see the momentum for a lot of that stuff showing up for you, okay? Now, if you have Aries, Taurus, Libra, Gemini in your chart, or Scorpio, then this is going to be a very interesting week for you or other individuals in your environment, assuming that you're cross-watching. This is going to be a big, big week for them. So we start the week off with Aries, Monday, Tuesday, and beginning of Wednesday. Wednesday is the day that we have our full moon in Aries, okay? But we will have the moon starting to enter into the sign of Taurus also on that Wednesday full moon. Use that opportunity to release any of the old information that is ready to leave your environment, things that you are ready to let go of from these past 30, 60 days, okay? Then we'll have Taurus in our vicinity from Wednesday, about dinner time through Thursday. And Friday for sure is going to be a really, really good day. We do some switching with the sun entering into the sign of Scorpio, like I said, on the 22nd. And then we move into the sign of Gemini on Saturday. Saturday and Sunday is all Gemini information, so moon in Gemini as it starts to transition on those particular days, okay? So again, if you have any of those in your chart, including Libra Sun, then, you know, this is definitely the reading for you. So this week, for a lot of people, is the go slow. It's the go slow with the momentum with anything else that has been in your awareness, things that you wanted to start, like I said, projects. Maybe you're looking at new relationships, maybe you're looking at just whatever the case may be. It's start the week slowly, you know, kind of like the turtle coming out of its shell a little bit. Those 2 cards stay there, thank you. And starting to explore those different areas, okay? So at the end of the reading, we will do Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and then Leo Moon, okay? Now, for this week, as we always do, we'll start with the Sacred Geometry, and this is going to be supportive for all Sun, Moon, and Rising signs of Leo, okay? So this is what we've got, and I will read the crystal suggestions and mantra at the end. I was told to make sure that I continue to do that, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the book on top so I don't, whoops, forget here. Wow, look at this. We have the energy of vitality. Okay. This is about energizing your whole entire being. So there's going to be a lot of roots and sacral chakra energy that comes into that. I bet you we're going to have some carnelian. We're going to have some jasper. We're going to have any of those different energetic colors that come up to help support you. You know, color carries vibration as well. So that's going to be very important for you. But we will take a look at the mantra and the crystal suggestions at the end of the reading. Okay. So, as we always do, we're going to lay out 7 cards, one day specifically for the week. The cards that come through, I will discuss the energetics that go along with it, if it's in alignment with what the universe has got going on as far as the placements of the stars and things of that nature. But for the best, basically this week, Leo, I mean, obviously there's so many different things that can go on with astrology. You don't actually have a lot of big placements that are in the universal scope for this particular week. So vitality, that's what we're working on. That's card 47. That is the energy of 11. That is the energy of kind of staying in your lane. And that's the energy of kind of receiving the information from spirit as much as you can. Source, creator, whatever terminology you want to put onto it, whatever your particular pantheon is for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get your cards down for this week, and let's see what we've got going on for Leo. So you guys know that the Psychic Tarot deck is not meant to be read in the reverse position as far as the cards, but that's why I'm bringing in, and I'm going to flip those over because I doubt that that's the entire week. In fact, I'm not feeling that. We will use the in-between tarot to clarify any of these that are in the reverse position, because many of you are in the transition phase of it still, which is why I'm doing it. I normally do the in-between at the end and the middle portion of the month. So there's transitions that are happening. 2 major arcana on the board so far. Let's see what we've got going on here. Can I get Wednesday? Well, they want them all. Okay. Wednesday, major arcana. Thursday, major arcana. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, please, for our Leo. So this is going to be a little bit of a longer read because we've got a couple of cards that are in the reverse position. Okay. Saturday, thank you, and Sunday. Yeah, you guys are definitely at the point where you're switching something up in your awareness. Wow. Okay, what this has been for a lot of you people has been trying to get your spiritual strength and your energetics together, your personal energy together based upon some changes and some things that you are working on. We have a lot of decisions that have been made that is allowing you to step more into your personal power. And like I said, the energetics of the vitality I feel is going to have a lot to do with the sacral and or root chakra for you. But let's go ahead and dig into what it is that we have here. Basically, we only had 2 cards that showed up in the upright, so this is going to be a little bit of a longer of a reading, so please make sure that you stick around because we are going to hit the sun, moon, and rising at the end for you. However, let's see what we got here. On Monday, we have the energy of our lovers sitting here in the reverse position. So this is, in this deck, it's titled Harmony, and this is the energy of Gemini, okay? Harmony in the reverse position. We will clarify that. On Tuesday, we have Scorpio Major Arcana Transformation, Death and Transformation showing up here for you on Tuesday. Okay. On Wednesday, we have the Awareness card, which is the Magician card, showing up with the third eye chakra. So there's a lot of information that's coming towards you. There's a lot of opportunities for you to continue to right the ship that you're on, so to speak. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. I think Aries had 4 as well. Aries had 4 out of, or 5 out of the 7, 4 or 5 out of the 7. So maybe you want to take a look at that one. But on the energy of Thursday, we have Saturn in the reverse position. This is universe in this card. It's the world card. It's about your boundaries and it's about structure. On Friday, we have the energy of the 7 of Rods or 7 of Wands, depending upon how you learned your terminology, showing up in the reverse position. So it's like, what are you giving your power to? Why are you not feeling confident about this energy of moving on, this 6 of Swords energy that shows up on Saturday? And then on Sunday, we have the energy of another 6. We have the energy of victory and success eluding you maybe a little bit on the weekend. So let's just get into it, because so far we have the energy of 666, and that's not a negative satanic kind of energy. It really does mean your carbon. It means your physical self. It means your physical body. There's things that are going on. I can tell that a lot of you Leos have been very, very tired. That's just what's showing up with the different card energy that I'm getting right now. And you're kind of lacking some patience with some decisions that you're trying to make for yourself. So if you are coming out of a relationship and it's vexing you still because this transformation is coming, you're not really seeing kind of how you're supposed to be able to move forward with what's happening here. There is a potential that the universe has some things that you still need to clear up before you move forward into this direction. That could be the reason why you are giving your power or your energy to this other person that's involved in this particular situation, whether it be work or actual romance. We will clarify. It's stopping you from moving on a little bit, and that is making you feel a little bit unsuccessful. So let's go ahead and dig into the details here, because again, at the end of the day, we're trying to revitalize you and energize your entire being, body, mind, and spirit. Let's see what we can help pull out for you. So this is going to be a longer one, so stick with me. We're going to get through it here. Okay, let's go ahead and pull out the in between, and let's see what's going on for our Leo this specific week. They said stop. What do you want me to do? They want me to pull out the Keepers of the Light. So we're going to pull out the Keepers of the Light first for you. Okay, and we're going to see which master would like to step forward and start having a conversation with Leo here. Okay, all right. So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising from the 18th through the 24th. Ready? Thank you. Thank you. That was super fast. All right. We have Lady Nada that is here. And she's talking about heart awakening. Awakening to the acceptance and divine love to not only give, but also receive balance in your life. Okay? Heart awakening. That's kind of what some of the situation that's going on for a lot of you this particular week, Lady Nada. Numerology, they said pull first. Okay, so now we're going to go into a numerology card for you. Let's see what we have. Okay, whoops. Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Ready. Thank you. Okay. For some of you've got 3 cards and they want me to read them, but they said this is their bigger focal point for some of you. Okay. A completion of a cycle is here. Okay. Not all the way completed, but there is the completion energy of what is going on for you right now. What they need for you to do is surrender to the universe and let them carry you through this process. And the other thing that they're saying is, yes, you have been very, very patient, and it's going to take you just a half a second more. Just a half a second more, and they've got you on this, okay? So don't give up. They are working with you at this particular moment. Wow, I'm going to have to find my other... Okay, so I've got a lot of energy coming in right now. Calming down the heart spirit, calming down the heart spirit, calming down the heart spirit. We got this. Okay, let's go forward and see what's going on with this harmony or this lack of harmony. What is going on and how do we turn it around here for this energy of Monday? Okay, so again, the energy of the Lovers or harmony also has a lot to do with decision making. Okay, strong decisions that need to be made. And again, we'll talk about Lovers. We'll talk about the fact that the Lovers could be any energy that you have that is a deep shared connection with someone else. It could be work. It could be a spouse or a significant other. It could also just be as simplistic as, grandma, best friend. It could be any person that you have strong connection with or unity with. I'll just put it that way to keep it broad. This is a general reading, so if you want to get down into your business, we have to pull a schedule. You need to go down in the description box and you need to schedule a reading with me. Okay. However, Let's see what we have going on here with the harmony in the reverse position. What do we need to do? What's going on? Okay, first card out of the gate is the 3 of coins into this 4 of coins. Okay, so this is the beginnings of understanding the foundation of where you're at, and wanting to grow something more with it. Okay, that's where it's coming from. Again, it could be work related, or it could be project related, or it could be you know, anything that has to do with you trying to create a foundation and wanting to get to the next step, moving from the 3 to the 4. Stability, looking for more stability in this whole situation. All right, so where does that leave our Leos here then in their current energies? And what we have, yeah, so we've got 5 of Wands into the 6 of Wands energy. So that's kind of getting over some conflict. There's conflict that's been involved in the situation. You may have had some harsh words with someone, or someone may have had some harsh words with you. There's an agreement, but not really transitioning all the way into acceptance, which is why she's talking about acceptance here. Heart awakening, acceptance of the particular situation that's come forward. All right, so what is the outcome, and how do we turn this around for our Leo here on Monday? Nope. Okay. There it is. Okay, that's not actually bad. So what they're suggesting here is that you go into the release of the doubt of the situation. What we have is the 9 of Cups transitioning into the 10 of Cups. And so this is the home again card. This is being welcomed back with loving open arms, having everything that you need in order for you to accept this 10 of Cups moment that wants to show up in your environment. Okay, 10 of Cups can be anything from abundance of money, resources, but it does have a lot to do with love and heartfelt thought process. It also has a lot to do with well, the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles really can be interchangeable here, but with this one, fulfilling your heart is kind of what we've got here. So again, heart awakening, accepting to the fact. So if there was an argument that you were involved with in the past, there is an opportunity for harmony to actually show back up on Monday when we go through all these big transitions. But what you have to understand is that on this particular day, we have a lot of oppositions that are going on. So we have Mercury that's really chatting up Libra at this particular moment. So Libra is 7th house. It's love, relationships, partnerships, if you will. And what's happening is the moon in Aries, which is kind of aggressive energy, is coming through, and it's creating this kerfluffle with what it is. What is it that we need to do to balance it out? So from an energetic perspective of what's going on in the cosmos, it's kind of right here for you, Leo. But what I can say is that the aggressive Mars energy that's out there with Libra also on this day actually has a trine with Jupiter in Aquarius. So the expansion energy of creating this new energy, if you will. So those two are really kind of sitting here in your spot. When we get to the energy of Tuesday, again, we've got Scorpio, major arcana that's sitting here. This is where Aries is being pretty aggressive still, and it still has this opposition to Mars and Libra. It's still there on this day, but there is transformation that is happening. Now, there's also happens to be the day where we have Chiron and Aries really showing up with the Aries moon. We talked about this since the beginning of, like, you know, I don't know, February, March, April. Chiron and Aries is the energy of owning your shit in a particular situation. What are you learning for yourself? It's self-learning. What are you learning about your relationship, regardless of what, you know, vastness your ship happens to be? What are you learning out of the different challenges and things that are coming out of the relationship that you've got going on right now? Because whatever it is, death wants to come and transform the old into the new. So death is really here to support you on this day. When we get to the energy of Wednesday, which is the full moon, again, we have magician energy that's showing up here. We have the energy of Mercury himself, okay, that's the magician energy, showing up and trying to share with you with this third eye, thank you, this third eye, awakening your inner senses, awakening your sense of knowing that there is something else that you can do in order to create this next level of expansion for yourself. So basically they're putting it in your hands at this particular moment. How fast are you ready to go? Do you know what I mean? Therefore, when we get to the energy of Thursday and the universe is in the reverse position, Saturn is in reverse, we want it to be upright, but they're saying there's something else that you have to do at this particular moment. Let's go ahead and clear this up. What is it that we have to do in order to figure out changing the situation for Leo? What else is it that they have yet to do with regards to their knowledge about their responsibility, their boundaries, and the structure of what's going on for them here? Sorry, I'm going to reshuffle that because that just feels weird to me. They said 3 shuffles, sister. 1, 2, and 3. Leo. Saturn in reverse. What is going on? Leo. Why is the universe in reverse? What is it we still have to learn, Leo? Okay. King of Cups in the reverse position. Okay. King of Cups in the reverse position is someone that's very, very moody. There's an it's moody energy, but the reason that the moody energy is there is because of heart hurt. Okay, whether it's you or the other individual that we're talking about here. And not ready to see the new. Here we go though. Thank you. That was very, very fast. What has to happen in order for the universe to show upright for you, okay, to turn in your favor is this. You've got to get out of this mindset of this 8 of Swords. You cannot be waiting for the calm before the storm. You've got to take action, okay? The only person that's being held in this cage with the 8 of Swords is you. Nobody's sticking you, stabbing you to death. It's all mental thought process. And I know that's really hard to say sometimes without realizing the whole background and the details. I could sit here and clarify all day, but that's not going to get the job done for you. What you have to be able to realize is that your mental thought process, and Mercury's been messing with everyone's thought process. That's what Mercury's about. That's what this whole Chiron and Aries has been about this entire season. That's what Pluto and Capricorn has been about. You getting into your thought process about the things that are relevant for you and where you may need to tweak 1 or 2 different types of things in order for your best version of yourself to come out, right? But you're going to figure it out because we have the Sun and the Moon card sitting here. So literally you have the energy of the moon shining this energy down on you and exposing what needs to happen, and the sun is also shining on you. So you're in that middle position there where you're floating in the decisions that have to come up to you in order to change this card. Because we have a double major, I'm going to go ahead and pull another card for our Leos on the moon, the sun, and the moon here. Ready. Thank you. Woohoo! Choices. 7 of Cups in the reverse position. You have to make a choice. Is there anything else? Yes. Thank you. You have to make a choice. Thank you. And another one flipped. Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay, so you need to make a decision as to whether or not trying to stick this situation out for you, whatever this situationship happens to be. You have to put some thought process on what that's supposed to look like for you. What we have is the 7 of Cups, which is making a choice in the reverse position. It looks like you've made a choice and you're questioning whether or not this is the right move for you. Is this going to be victorious? That's your conundrum. That's where you end up over here. The universe is saying to you with the 7 of Swords and the King of Cups again, okay? King of Cups in reverse. You have to be able to address what's going on with you in your particular situation. A lot of communication has to come out of this. What I do feel is that this energy is more towards you, more so than you doing anything else except for being patient. But it is possible that this person that you're dealing with, or whatever the situation is that there's been a lot of time that's been invested in it so far. And the Seven of Swords energy gets a bad rap sometimes. The Seven of Swords sometimes comes off as sneaky, backstabbing kind of energy, but it's not. It's the highest minor arcana card in the deck as far as wish fulfillment coming through. What it means is that, at least for me, okay, what that means here with the 7-7 energy that we have, this is a lucky opportunity for you to really get down to brass tacks. So the Seven of Swords is taking what belongs to you, 5 of those swords, okay, saying what you need to say, and dropping the 2 swords that aren't going to get anything done for you. Letting go of stuff that is no longer for you. And if you can be conscious about dropping the 2 swords behind you that have nothing to do with the situation anymore, then you're left with the 5 swords. And those 5 swords are being held close to the vest, whether it's you or somebody else. It is something that needs to come out. It is something that needs to, it's being, how do you call it in English? It is something that it's being driven to the surface so that you can address it. So the universe is saying to you on this particular day, if you want the world to turn, you've got to, this is the day. You got to put up or shut up on this particular day, because this is the day where you have to recognize that this energy is coming towards you, or you are going to be responsible for communicating this energy out. What do you want? But you're left with those 5 of Swords, and every single sign thusly has gotten the 5 of Swords. You can win this argument at the expense of conflict and defeat if you are able to phrase it and articulate it in a way that is not going to create any additional backlash for you. I'm not saying don't say what you have to say, but there's a way to say it that will be done with a little bit more ease and grace. Whatever it is that needs to be said to this King of Cups, you better say it. You got to be able to say it so that you can right the ship, okay? Let's go ahead and move on. Again, that explains to me why you have the energy of giving your power away to somebody else. It could be this King of Cups that you're dealing with. So, the water signs come out, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We are getting ready to hit Scorpio season. This is the time, okay? Let's see what we've got with this 7 of rods in the reverse position. Please clarify. Yeah, you got the Hermit and the Wheel. Wow, we have the Tower and the Star. That's big energy right there. And you want these 2? Okay. Yeah, this has a lot to do with... Oh, you also had the 6 of coins and the 7 of coins. Okay, so we've got a huge situationship that's going on here. Okay, let's take this bit by bit. If you are not saying your piece, you're giving your power away, therefore you're not standing your ground, right? Someone else is getting the jump on what's going on here. How do you get that back? What is going on? Well, what's going on is that you're refusing to go in and receive the different information that's available to you. You're not seeing it. You're not waiting for the information to come. When the Hermit is in the upright position like this, in this deck, with the Wheel, okay, Jupiter energy, he's waiting to figure out what he needs to do in order for the wheel to turn and how he's going to exit, whether it's air, fire, earth, or water. That's what's going on here. So there's lack of enthusiasm here. We've got the Tower with the Star. You're avoiding this situation. If you faced it, then you'd realize that you would be being, I get it. You'd be avoiding a bigger catastrophe down the line if you just face it head on. Okay, so this is just basically fear. And then the fear that's happening here is balance. You're fearful that if you speak up, you're going to create this imbalance in your situationship. But you have to. You've got to be able to say your piece and count to 3. It's just about how you communicate whatever it is that needs to be communicated out. So we got the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse position, okay? Imbalance in a situation. How do we get to the point where we have this communication? Well, the first thing is that you're not willing, or someone's not willing to listen to communication. There's no communication that's happening here with the Eight of Wands in the reverse position. Okay? And then the slowdown that happens is between the Emperor Aries energy and the Hierophant energy, which is Taurus energy here. But there's a battle that you are like, you're afraid of like getting into it with someone. And I can appreciate that. I can. Nobody wants to be a jerk when we're trying to protect our own self-interest. But if you don't say what you have to say, it's never going to get done. So you're on the defensive at this particular moment, and you're not going to get to the point where you can let things kind of roll off shoulders if you don't speak up for yourself. At some point, you're going to have to come out of the environment or that cage, because that's what's creating a little bit of the mental conflict for you in a way. We didn't get the Two of Swords that came out here, but you are going through a big mental conflict and talking yourself in and out of should I, shouldn't I? Yeah, you should. Let's go ahead and get a couple of clarifiers here. I would like to get the Hermit, and I would like to get the Emperor here. This is to help you turn it around. Well, there's the Star card. There's a wish. I'd be all about this full moon release and new moon wishes. I'd tie them both in. There's healing that is available here as well. Yeah, the High Priestess is trying to tell you not to challenge the intuition that you have. You have knowledge about what it is that needs to be said. Let's go into the Emperor and the Hierophant here. Yeah, gotta make a choice. Gotta do it. One way or another, it has to come out. Did I have another flipper? I did not. Okay. Anything else on that? Two of Wands? One. Okay. Well, I'm going to take them both. What has to be said needs to be said. The moon, it's going to be revealed. You've got to reveal this. You are going to reveal this. And what's going to happen is this message that goes forward is going to be received. We got the Knight of Wands that's showing up here. That's fast delivery of information, okay? It has to be done. So then we have this energy of moving on in the reverse position, right? The Six of Swords in the reverse position. Let's figure out what we've got going on here. And I think it's pretty straightforward. Somebody's holding their tongue about something that's been hurting them. Yeah. We got the Wheel again with Justice that's showing up here. So this is just like you need to watch out. There's things that you need to watch out for. And or the reason why you're not moving on is because you have an awareness of something else that's kind of showing up in the forefront. Or in the background, really, is kind of what I'm saying. Whatever it is, you have an awareness of it. What are we aware of then? What is going on? Okay. Wow. That's a big situationship that we've got going on here. Hang on. Okay, so what we've got is the Page of Swords in reverse, the Hangman, and the Ten of Coins also in the reverse position. Wow, this is kind of a big deal. So the Page of Swords in the reverse position is the energy of not looking backwards, the energy of someone watching you, the energy of taking a look at the things that had gone on in the past, but this is also not receiving intuition, not going in and receiving the clarity that's needed either. The Hangman here, the energy of Pluto is here to talk to you about kind of death of ego. So this is the energy of the Hangman and death. It's like you've got to allow yourself to come down, or the energy of whoever else you're dealing with in this particular situation. Because I definitely feel for sure that there's two strong energies that are in this. It could be a water sign that you're dealing with. It really could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with here. But anyway, the Hangman in this particular card is asking that the ego be dropped so that you can get to this next point of death and rebirth, okay? And what's going on here is we've got this Ten of Coins moment in the reverse position, and the Ten of Coins moment in the reverse position is really not feeling as though you have enough information. So the Ten of Coins does mean physical dollars and cents to a lot of people, but it also means strong family lineage. It also has a lot to do with your knowledge base about some things as well, like not feeling as though you have gotten to the point where you've accepted what's going on so that you can take the next coin, because this is the next transition. You go from the 10 of coins into this Ace of Coins, like starting this process again. There's a huge delay from what's going on here. So we're gonna dig into this because we got a lot going on that's here. Can you show me who this is? Can you show me whether this is Leo or if this is Leo's partner? We're gonna bring in our wow, the energy is strong in here. Can you show me whether this is Leo or the water sign? I need clarification. This is Scorpio. This is Scorpio. So Leo, if you're dealing with the Scorpio, there's some shenanigans that are happening here. I don't mean it in a negative way, but this is really Scorpio, like putting it on you for some reason. What we have here is in this deck it's called manipulation, but what this is the energy of Scorpio in Jupiter. If I look at the energetics of the day, the sun enters into the sign of Scorpio on Saturday, which is when this is kind of going down here. You have to be mindful of this Scorpio's influence on you. That's basically what it is. Again, Jupiter energy with Sagittarius energy, wanting to move forward. It's the principle of the whole situation that's going on here for you. Why is Scorpio being... What is going on with Scorpio? Submission. Okay, so Scorpio wants to fly the coop. That's what we got going on here. And you're not trying to hear it. And that's because, Leo, you're trying to be in control of the situation. Scorpio needs something from you and you're not providing it at this particular moment. But you have awareness of it. And it's like you're trying to slow the process down. But this information must come out. Yeah, control, Jupiter in Capricorn energy, and empathy, which is the moon in Pisces energy, which you're not, either you or them. It's like it's not happening. Somebody's got to let go of the control in the situation, which is why you're not feeling like you can move on, and therefore that doesn't make you feel very successful. Let's go ahead and get another couple of cards here. What can Leo do in this particular situation to turn the energy of this around? What's going on? Ten of Wands into the Ace of Wands. Yep, you're tired of the old BS and you're ready for something new to show up in its environment. Page of Wands into the Knight of Wands, meaning you want to be recognized and seen. Yeah, that's you, Knight of Wands. You want it to be this one? Knight of Cups upright. Okay, so here's what we've got. You have got to be able to speak your piece and count to 3. The only way that you're going to be able to be seen by this Scorpio that you're dealing with is to speak your piece. And when you do that, you're going to realize that you're saving yourself some time on the back end. So whatever this particular situation is for you, in order for you to be victorious, you have got to speak your piece. So the Knight of Cups will turn around and he will get to the point, or she will get to the point, because gender doesn't matter, where they are going to be a little bit more empathetic about this particular situation that's going on. Whatever this flying the coop or leaving the situation is, it's kind of a big deal, but it's going to take both parties to get back into harmony. And even if harmony is making a complete and total change with the relationship or the situationship or whatever has to change or whatever, that's what has to change or whatever. Okay, so I am being told to grab the dragon cards right now. Let's grab the dragon cards. The reality of the situation is, Leo, you've got a lot of spiritual strength, and if you've made a decision to move on from someone, and you just haven't put forth the effort into taking the steps into it, you don't need to be the sacrificial lamb. You're losing your particular power in the particular situation, and you don't need to do that. You need to get your shit together, not be tempted, so that you can create this balance that's needed. You've been patient, but balance is only something that you can bring forward by you actually stepping forward onto it. All right, so the situation is going to change, but basically the universe is trying to tell you that there's an awareness that you have of some different steps. You just are a little bit timid about taking them at this particular moment. Okay, let's move forward. Dragons, what do you want to offer to our Leos this particular week? Self-expression is the name of the game. Blue dragon from the Pleiades prepares you to accept source healing. Okay. Healing that's available. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. That's the same thing that Lady Nada was talking about, awakening your heart so that you can give and receive love. It doesn't have to be just like I said, partnership, domestic partnership type love, but love for any part of the situation. This is the other one that also wanted to come out. So I'm going to read this one because it's kind of a big deal. Wow, that's just hot energy in here. You guys know if I'm going at my nose, it's because it's like the angel wings are tickling me. We have the Omega Dragon. This is a big deal. You need to harness the divine feminine power of creation at this point. Creation, intention. Hold your vision. Burst the higher consciousness within you. Communicate. Gather your strength because you've got it in spades. This is the week for you to gather your words, gather your energy so that you can do what you need to do for you at the end of the day. All right, let's put this little dude down here. I'm gonna have to get a bigger frou-frou here. Patience, completion. Yeah, something's almost done. You're almost at the point where you're ready to say it. You got to surrender to the universe and ask them to help you with this if you feel like you need the help with it. You have been patient. You really, really have in this situation. But now's the time. Okay, universe. What else do we want to have come forward? Is there anything else? Yes, Starseed Oracle. Okay, here we go. Starseed Oracle for my Leos. Thank you. Messenger, serious energy again. Well, that was the Pleiades. They're sisters. Bringing harmony and balance, serious energy. There's a message that's coming towards you, and I feel that the message that's coming towards you is Wednesday when we have our full moon. When you release, you make space for new to come in. So the awareness of the magician is going to come through, and it's going to share additional detail with you. Maybe it'll be the individual next steps that you need to take. Maybe there's something, an awareness of information that you hadn't considered before will make itself known to you. But I would be all about full moon space on Wednesday. However, you can appreciate that whole change, right? Because it is about change. It is about you getting unstuck from this situation. You've got one more in you, coach. You got one more. This is your last break. This is going to propel you forward this week, okay? All right. If you are a Leo sun, these are your additional messages. Realize that realize that the universe is trying to provide you with blessings. Okay? Please call on Archangel Zadkiel and the Violet Ray. Thank you, Archangel Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. Transformation. Okay? The Violet Flame. Yeah. And for you, Leo Sun, this Mercury retrograde has been all about your reinvention of self. That's really what this is all about. Reinvention of who you are. Okay? If you are a Leo rising, these are your messages from the universe. You have tree, you have grounding. You need to ground the energy of what's going on in this particular situation. Get outside, literally sit underneath the tree, take your shoes off, walk around and ground on the actual earth. Depending upon what weather looks like in your neck of the wood, imagine the etheric root that you have coming out of the back of your spine, coming down and earthing. Imagine putting your feet on the ground and feeling the roots like go into the ground, grounding energy that helps to really, you know, as above, so below. If you can ground, then you're going to really receive the information that you need from spirit. Archangel Jophiel steps forward and asks you to honor your beauty. Thank you, Jophiel, for helping me discover my inner and outer beauty in this situation. You are worthy of what it is that you need, and you just have to feel the confidence again about what that looks like for you during this particular transition and transformation. The other thing that comes out of this, and I'm glad 666 came out again, I'm going to start with this one. First house, the body. 666 is not a negative connotation. 666, when you look at the information about that, has to do with your physical carbon form. This, okay? It's the this. Focus on what you need for your particular body this week as well. So again, we already got the third eye. We've been talking about the heart chakra. I will read this card in just a few minutes to help support you, but a lot of this has to also do with your faith. Ninth house energy that comes through. The ninth house energy that comes through is about the Three of Wands energy, getting to the point where you are seeing your ships come in. You have to believe that it's going to show up, and it will. So if all you need is a little bit of additional conversation from the universe this week to help you with that, then go for it. Call on whoever it is that you call on in your pantheon, and they will be there to support you, okay? Now, if you are a Leo moon, these are your messages as well. This situation is all about the rebirth of who you are, okay? This is also about manifesting the miracles that you want. This is Archangel Orion. Thank you, Archangel Orion, for manifesting miracles in my world. Call on him. Call on Orion to help you. And the Numerology card that we have here is Virgo energy. I analyze. Some of you are stuck because you are over-analyzing the particular situation in some instances, and you just need to let it go. You've analyzed it enough. This is the energy of the Hermit as well. You need to go in. This is where you're avoiding it right here. We talked about that on the weekend. You're avoiding the Hermit mode. You're avoiding going in and receiving it here. You're avoiding this. This is the same energy. You need to go in and analyze what your responsibility, what it is that you want out of this whole transition in this situation. You need to be in Virgo Hermit mode at this particular moment. The other thing is that some of you, they're telling me, is that some of you may actually have aspects of Virgo in your chart, and so it would be really interesting for you to go and pull your natal chart and try to do a little bit more research. Again, if you need additional support with that, make sure that you hit somebody up. Now, the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to read the details here from the Sacred Geometry deck, right? Staying in your lane, the energy of 47, staying in your lane, right? Doing you, not paying attention to the other individuals that are out there. This is about you focusing on you and energizing your whole being. Here's your mantra if you want some extra support. I feel energized, healthy, and well. So getting back to the 666 energy of your carbon-based form, okay? Because we've got a lot of solar energetics that are coming in and changing our physical DNA right now. Solar energy is coming in and helping to upgrade your DNA into the more crystalline form. Take the time to walk, ride a bike, or swim. Practice meditation or yoga. Spend time with friends and laugh. Or find some solitude, hermit mode, to nurture yourself within the comfort of your own space. By staying energized and balanced on all levels, we gain a stronger connection to the earth and a stronger connection to spirit. The pathway from base to crown opens, allowing for clear channeling while being able to ground spiritual energies into the physical body. So, the energies of garnet, the energies of ruby, Shiva Lingam will help you, and so will pyrite to help ground you, okay? So, you know, it's important that you are keeping your body motivated and moved, because that helps to balance your chakra system. Grounding is very, very important to everybody, but it seems to me like you need a little bit of extra support this week, Leo. I'm going to recap this for you really, really quickly. Exercise and revitalize your entire body. That will help you clear. Lady Nada is here to talk to you about accepting divine love so that you can give and receive in balance. Okay? There is a message that's coming towards you this particular week that's going to help you. I get it, you guys. Okay? To help you with that harmony and balance. The blue dragon from the Pleiades is talking about accepting a heart activation. Some of you guys need some heart clearing and some heart activation. We didn't get into the heart crystals, but we're going to be talking about rose quartz. We're going to be talking about turquoise. We're going to be talking about, for some of you, rhodochrosite is going to be super strong and important for you this particular week. But anything that will help your heart chakra clear and balance, it's going to be one of those hues. The Omega Dragon is talking about harnessing the divine feminine power of creation. Hold on to what it is that you want so that it will show up. Okay? And again, you're almost at the end of this particular situation. You're completing this. There's been a lot of patience already involved in this. It's just going to be just much more. Surrender to the divine, surrender to God, surrender to Mother, surrender to Earth, surrender to whoever it is that you need to call in within your pantheon to help you at this particular moment, and it will be done, okay? I have a feeling that next week is going to be like a super, super kick-ass reading for you, because I do feel that you're going to allow yourself to do what you need to do, say what you need to say, and you know, it may be that you are realizing that you have to do something different for you to create, but whatever that situation is for you, whatever that development is, you're going to be doing it. And I'm really proud of you, because this has been a hard road to hoe, I can tell, for a lot of you that have been down here, Leo. Hopefully you were able to get some good information and details out of this particular reading. If you did, make sure that you smash that like button. I would appreciate that, being able to have my messages be broadcast to additional people. You can certainly share this out with friends, family, anyone else that you think that would be open to receiving the way that I deliver content. Comment below if there's something specific that you are looking for support in, if you need anything. Otherwise, go to the description box below. You will find out all of the cards that I use, because I think that's important to give credit to the artists and those that channeled the cards, in case you want to pull something on your own. As well as, you know, the websites that you can get a personal reading and or a healing with me, if you're called to do that. But it's going to be very important that you talk to someone, that you talk it out, that you receive this earth healing regardless. So anyway, Leo, thank you so much, and we will talk to you next week. Many, many, many blessings. Bye for now.